Tom. Welcome to a brand new decade. It's currently Friday, the first day of MAGFest. I got in here yesterday on New Year's Day, by train no less. I took the train from Connecticut to DC, and that was around a 6-hour train ride. I got no sleep the night before. As you could probably tell from the clip from last week, when I was about to end it, when I was already here. But not really, because I was totally in Connecticut for that one, because it was totally New Year's Eve and not the day after. I didn't shirk my responsibilities. Anywho, walked around the con for a little bit. Here's Cloud Fang.
Hey, what's up? I'm here.
Walked around the con for a little bit with Donna, and I purchased one game so far. I'm still working at finishing that N64 collection, so yeah, gonna keep working hard at that. There are two games I'm always looking for in terms of the N64 collection. It's like the two really rare blockbuster ones. It's like Super Bowling and Stunt Racing. And so I haven't found those yet, but the con is still young and I haven't checked out all the shops yet. And right about now, we're going to head up to the MAGFest area, which I think is a speedrunning marathon. We're going to go listen to some high-quality rips from Silva Gunner. I'm not joking. It is Friday. It's like 4 p.m. and I'm only just getting up, but here at MAGFest it doesn't really matter because everything's open 24/7. Yesterday, played some, let's see, what did I do yesterday? I went to a couple panels. I went to Zelda Universe panel about the music in Zelda Universe that had Massey, Laughing Boy LP, Jules and Adri in it. And they talked about like the progression of how music developed over the course of the series of The Legend of Zelda. So that was really neat. Learned a lot from that. And then later there was a panel on, unintentionally funny moments in video games is what it was called. And that was with John and a bunch of other people. Proton John. And that was real funny. They just showed a bunch of clips from like games and like other pop culture from like the like late 80s, early 90s. DOS games, like Sega CD games, some movies, some commercials. It's all really funny. Whew. And after that, it was getting pretty late, so we just kind of head to the game area and hung out there for a little while. Played some Jackbox with my roommates there, with Donna, with K-Head. At some point before that, we went back up to the room to kind of like just chill out, and we're in an atrium room, as you saw in like some of the B-roll when I was like panning around. So like from there you can hear whatever's going on in like the courtyard area there. and like in the atrium. So atrium room, atrium area. Yeah, great. So there was a concert that Insane in the Ring was doing that Carlos is doing. So we were able to just like hang out in the room and just like listen to Carlos jam out without having to be like, without having to try to fight our way into the area where it was actually the concert was right here. So we wouldn't have to like fight our way through there. We could just listen to some great music from our own hotel room. So that was awesome. He played some of my favorite songs of his, like Field of Hopes and Dreams and Mining Melancholy. Right now, so I got like no sleep last night. I just for whatever reason, I just couldn't sleep. So right now I'm heading down to the Atrium coffee shop to grab a bite to eat and some coffee. I'm meeting Donna here. So yeah, it's just off over in that direction over there. So I'll be getting some food and some coffee and hopefully waking the hell up. So I got my food, I got my coffee, I got Donna.
Hey.
I got Hayden.
Hey.
And Donna got my car. And we got the Runaway Guys. And they're at their Thrown Controllers event. Weekdays at 8 p.m. on CBS. It's not true. However, they could probably, actually, an hour recording could probably fill a TV show here. Emil got me the best gift, by the way. He got me a shiny Quagsire Pokemon card. It's so good. Ah! I love it so much. God bless that man. And Tim is dressed up as Detective Gumshoe, which is always a treat. So I think we're gonna sit back here, relax, and enjoy ourselves some Thrown Controllers. Not actually Thrown Controllers, because I think we'd probably be breaking a few rules of MAGFest if there were actually Thrown Controllers here. It is Sunday, last day of MAGFest. It's come to an end, and Donna's unfortunately fallen ill. So we were just like kind of flipping through channels on here, and the SpongeBob musical is on. I was too stunned by a previous clip of it was Plankton. Mr. Krabs looked fine. Plankton did not.
He looks like Majima almost.
He did. He looked like Majima from Yakuza. Oh my god. Oh my god. We've just been chilling. Last day of MAGFest is always kind of the chill one because that's when a lot of people end up going home. So everything's kind of like calmed down here a bit. I bought a few games. Not as much as I would have liked, but that's what happens when you kind of get to the end of a collection. So yeah. So we're gonna maybe continue watching this? I'm very frightened. It is Monday, and MAGFest has come to an end. I suppose I should explain a little bit that was going on, because, well, Sunday just kind of, like, came and went, where I was just, like, talking about the SpongeBob musical. So basically, I didn't get to see as much of MAGFest as I wanted to, mostly due to illness and sleep deprivation. But I was able to see, enough of it. I was able to get some shopping done. I was able to, catch a few panels, listen to some music, play a few games, so that was always well and good. Try as you might, though, some things are unavoidable, like sleep deprivation and illness, so I feel a bit better today, and gonna be heading out of here probably in around half hour or so. I think it's like 3:10 right now, and my flight is at 6. And I don't know the Reagan Airport as well, so it might take me a little bit to get everything I need. But yeah, yesterday in particular was I mentioned that yesterday that Donna was sick, and I was feeling better, so I spent most of the day by her bedside, helping her feel better. But anyway, another MAGFest in the books. I had a fairly good time, and I hope you enjoyed following me on this journey here. National Harbor is quite a beautiful place. I also very much enjoy the scenery of the hotel itself. It being indoors, but this atrium area feeling very outdoorsy, which is very nice in the winter because you look outside, and it's like Like, barren trees just radiates the feeling of cold. And, like, if it was summer, then this aesthetic in here wouldn't be nearly as pleasing. I doubt they'd have the Christmas lights on the trees either. Unless they don't take those off. I'm not entirely sure. They've, oh no, they really haven't. I was looking it up to see if, like, because there were, like, stars up, I don't know if you could see them that well from here, but there were, like, there's stars just, like, hanging from the ceiling there, and I thought they were, like, starting to take them down because of, Christmas being over, but the stars might not have anything to do with Christmas. It could just be, like, American Pride. We are, well, we're not in D.C., we're very close to D.C. We're, like, kind of on the D.C., Maryland, Virginia, like, border, pretty much. So, yeah. Anyway, this coming week is HDQ, so if I happen to come back to Austin with a sickness, at least I've got something to keep me company there. I'm gonna miss MAGFest though. It's one of my favorite cons to go to just because of how like, I guess, like, this is Donna's first MAGFest, and I guess, like, the whole kind of thing with that is I see this con as sort of like a chill, do whatever you want kind of con. At the same time, though, it's also, like, very crowded and, like, very, like, loud, like, all the time. So it could be a little bit overwhelming, and I guess I think I kind of advertised that a little bit incorrectly to Donna. But I hope she had a good time for what she was able to see and what she was able to do. Well, anyway, I'm going to be leaving here fairly soon, and hopefully I'll actually remember and will be awake enough to pull out my camera and, you know, talk about the trip. And I'm back home in Texas. This is actually several days after I got back, mainly because for a while I thought I had lost my camera. Turns out it was in a different bag. So I'm going to get through this quickly so that way I can move on to the next week. And, you know, I want to go to bed now because I had only it's like 3 in the morning now on, like, Friday, and I just found this. So, but we're still considering this the Monday I got back from MAGFest. Whew. As we wrap up this week, the first week of the new year, I want to give a special shout out to my patrons on Patreon for their continued support of my content. If you would like to become a patron yourself, you could follow the link in the description or at the end of the video and contribute however much you feel like it. If you want to contribute at all. There are some rewards which I promise to my patrons at this point, because this probably won't be out for a little while, that I'm getting around to. And it's just there's a lot that's been going on in the past month or so. Even after I took the opportunity, even after I took everything to kind of change everything up. But anyway, while going over that, I might as well say that the flights were pretty good. The second flight was worse than the first, because the first one I had the middle seat and nobody on either side of me, so that was really nice. Second flight, I had the middle seat with an overweight person on the left of me that was, like, spilling into my seat, and a person to the right of me that leaned into me to fall asleep on me, and I couldn't really, like, I wasn't really, like, in a, I don't know, I'm awkward in those situations, so I couldn't really be, like, you know, get off. So there's that. Anyway, home now, ready to go to bed. Which actually, the way I'm feeling now on Friday is very similar to how I was feeling on Monday when I got back. So anyway, that was the first week of 2020. Hope it's been a good one for you. It's been pretty good for me, considering I just went to one of my favorite cons, and I'll see you in the next week. Later!